here we are at Villa Park, Birmingham, Sheffield Wednesday. Here we are at Villa Park, Birmingham, Sheffield Wednesday, all in white on a day which has been cloudy. There's been a lot of rain before the match. The ground is very heavy, but at the moment there are breaks in the cloud and it's quite sunny. So let's hope it keeps that way. And a terrific roar reached Chelsea. And Chelsea looking like Inter Milan in blue and black stripes, as against the Real Madrid colours of Sheffield Wednesday, all in white. And now, but have a look at the Chelsea team, and you'll notice that Harris has had to drop back to left back in place of McCready. Boyle has come in at left half-back. And there's Peter Osgood, the great hero of the Chelsea team, the find of the season without any doubt whatsoever. And now the Sheffield Wednesday side, less glamorous side perhaps than Chelsea. And we think of Graham Pugh outside right after playing only 4 first-team games. Number 5 is Vic Mobley, an England under-23 international centre-half for Sheffield Wednesday. Tall, strong, dominating centre-half-back. And there's the referee, Mr. Ken Dagnall of Bolton, meeting the two captains, Ron Harris of Chelsea on the right and Don Mexon, Sheffield Wednesday. Well, we've met the two teams. The all-ticket crowd, limited to 62,000, have paid £29,429, 4 shillings, a record receipts for any game ever at Villa Park. So we're all set for the 13th FA Cup semi-final here since the war. Chelsea versus Sheffield Wednesday. And it's Chelsea to kick off. Chelsea looking very smart in their new change strip. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't adopt this as their number 1 colour soon. Mr. Dagnall checking his watches. And the semi-final begins. This is the test of nerves at the moment, because so many mistakes are made early on in a semi-final, and that's why so many shock results have resulted from these semi-finals. And there you see the new standing course of preparation for the World Cup matches to be played here. Long before the end, this is going to become a test of stamina. The ground very, very heavy indeed. Throw to Chelsea. And who's that injured? It's Tambling. Crashed. Tambling crashed into the post at the centre line. Well, that's a bad start to the proceedings. Bobby Tambling all right. Got in every tie but one for Chelsea this season. And a great save by Springer. Tambling almost scored in this one, didn't he? There's Ron Springett. Corner to Chelsea. Now this is Ford. All being well looked after by Hollins, and now Tambling taking over. Well, Bobby Tambling can certainly hit them. That's Bobby Tambling, number 11. Goal kick to Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, McCalliog taking that splendidly. That's one policeman's helmet nearly went. Quinn followed everywhere by kick up. Now McCalliog. Osgood back covering him. Eustace. Phantom, a beautiful shot. Oh, the shot of the match so far. Glorious effort by number 8, Johnny Phantom. And there's Johnny Phantom. The best shot of the match so far. Lovely pivot and shot. So goal kick to Chelsea. The rain has now stopped. The sun has come out. I think this is what we're going to get all afternoon, a mixture of rain and sun. Now it is tremendously heavy going. It's Pugh coming away for Sheffield Wednesday. And Mobley is now rolling in agony. That's Vic Mobley, the centre half-back of Sheffield Wednesday. The game's still going on because the ball's in play. It's about time someone kicked it out, some Sheffield player. And on comes the Sheffield Wednesday trainer to have a look at the centre half-back, Vic Mobley. And Graham is hurt as well. There's George Graham. Obviously, nothing that a spot of cold water will cure. Mobley is all right, limping a bit, but not limping as badly as Graham. And it looks as if George Graham is going to go off. That leg's in a pretty bad state, and on to help him off is coming Eddie McCready, the man who was unfit to play. There's Eddie McCready. And Tommy Docherty looking very anxious as George Graham is led off. And I wonder what order has just been shouted out to the rest of the Chelsea players. So the game restarts with a drop ball, and Chelsea at the moment with 10 men. Now this is a chance for Sheffield Wednesday to strike quickly while Chelsea are a man short. Playing with 10 men under these conditions is not going to be any picnic at all. Oh, a battle from Venables. This is Eustace. Eustace moving up very well indeed, but it's Boyle getting it clear. Now Tambling breaking for Chelsea. Bridges on the right offside. Mixon teeing that one up because he's sinking almost ankle deep in the mud. Horrible squelchy stuff underneath his feet. Now here comes Venables to Bridges. Now it's Chelsea's ball, Chelsea's ball. No question what Mr. Dagnall says, and you can see he's a FIFA referee. That means he's on the international list to control the biggest matches in the football calendar. Will indeed control World Cup matches. And Boyle going into McCalliog. After the ball had gone, that was very silly. Free kick to Sheffiled Wednesday. Mexon taking it. And down goes Venables. The whistle has gone. A free kick. A free kick for a foul by Mexon on Venables. Mexon went straight through. And is now getting a very severe talking to from Mr. Dagnall. Venables all right again, though. And Graham, too, is coming back. Graham, too, is coming back, waiting for the signal from the referee. And Graham, here he comes, onto the field again. Calliope, this ball, if you're going to pass it along the ground, has got to be hit with great power. It's got no carry at all. Hinton, a superb centre half-back. Tambling. And, oh, look at Graham running. He, I would say, is a passenger now. Now, Tambling. That was a mucker-nettle tackle by Mexon. And so was that second one, which has given away a free kick to Chelsea. Mr. Dagnall is not going to stand much more of this sort of tackling. Now Tambling with the free kick for Chelsea. Osgood, a lovely one from Graham. And can Graham get up after his exertion? Yes, he can. Throw in, that ball has been out of play. Went out, swerved back in again. Half an hour gone. No score. And the Chelsea fans giving full voice to urge on their favourites. So far, Chelsea have been impressive in defence, but not so impressive up front. Young has collapsed and he's hurt. Yes, he is hurt. He's pulled a muscle, obviously. Well, now you see what it means to play in a semi-final and what the pain of a pulled muscle is. Now you can get some idea of the mud, some idea to the anguish of this big-time professional football when it reaches the stage of the semi-final of the FA Cup. Well, even when play isn't going on and all we can see is Vic Mobley being attended to, the Chelsea fans still giving great voice to their support for their favourite team. The Chelsea Diamonds, as they call them. Well, there are only 10 fit Chelsea Diamonds. Graham in the background is limping badly, and it looks as if Vic Mobley is going to be reduced to just about as much a passenger as George Graham is. And that's Vic Mobley, the centre halfback of Sheffield Wednesday. Obviously something to do with his right calf, wasn't it? However, let's see now how he walks. Not so good. Still, he looks as if he's moving better than Graham. Eustace rather slow. You can't hang on to the ball in conditions like this. Oh, Graham rolling in agony as he went into that tackle. Throw to Chelsea, and this is Kirkup. Kirkup to Venables. And onside, Bridges is onside. Corner kick to Chelsea. Venables to take the corner for Chelsea. Oh, it's a nasty looking one. That was a nasty curler, and it's another corner to Chelsea. And this is Tamling, the outside left, to take it. Well, he wears number 11, but positions, except goalkeeper, mean nothing these days. And out it comes to Q. So it's a throw now for Chelsea. This is beginning to look very much like the sort of game which will be decided by just one goal. Here's Eustace, the right half of Sheffield Wednesday. No score. Oh, the ball almost disappeared in the mud then. Number 4, Eustace for Wednesday. Out of play. Another throw for Wednesday. Number 11 is Quinn. Corner given away by Collins. And up for the corner kick comes Vic Mobley. Tall centre half, limping badly, but he's still got up there. And it's off the line. What a lucky break for Chelsea. And away goes Bridges. That was the lucky break for Chelsea. Throw to Chelsea. Chelsea beginning to carry the game more to Sheffield Wednesday than they did earlier on. Boyle to Venables, and the linesman's flag has gone up. The referee hasn't seen it. And here's Hinton right behind the rest of his defenders. Oh, what's up at clearance, and Wednesday now got the extra man. Oh, what a bad mistake by Quinn. They had the extra man then. Chance to go through and score. This is Graham. Someone will have to go and help him, and it's Venables. Now, Kirkup has moved up on the right wing. Jump tackle. Jump two-footed tackle by the right back. Smith, free kick to Chelsea. Almost got too far underneath it. And again, we see the perfect positioning of Hinton, sweeping up behind the rest of his defence. You see Hinton in the background. He doesn't mark anybody. He just takes anybody who manages to come free. Hinton, Tamling coming back to keep contact with his defence. Osgood beginning to move forward. A quick turn is a risky manoeuvre under these conditions. Quite frankly, at the moment, neither attack making much impression on either defence. Macallio coming forward now for Sheffield Wednesday. Here's Grantham. Following up is Quinn. And number 4 is Eustace. Legson beginning to move up this left wing, but I don't think anybody's seen him at all. Now Pugh. Oh, Eustace was... There's Pugh. Eustace shouting to him, why did you push it back? I had a free shot. Well, it's not easy to see things like that when you were in the position that young Graham Pugh was. And, of course, remember, he's an inexperienced player. Goal kick to Chelsea. Young taking the throw for Wednesday. And in the final seconds of the first half, the Chelsea fans beginning to make a noise once again. And this mud's so bad that you can throw the ball into play and it'll just skid its way out again. Harris with the throw for Chelsea. Kirkup. Osgood trying to be the king of midfield, finding Venables, who's the crown prince of the midfield for Chelsea. Oh, Mobley doing very well despite that painful injury of his. Eustace could well get in the spot of bother if someone doesn't go to it. Oh, magnificent football by Eustace. Oh, Osgood. And Osgood going to be told off. Osgood made no effort to play the ball, then went straight into the man. And that's Peter Eustace, rolling in agony. Well, Eustace coming off a magnificent piece of football and then gets chopped down like that. Anyway, he's all right again. And there's Osgood, number 9, who got a very severe talking to with that clumsy tackle. Now then, is Eustace all right again? Yes, and the whistle goes for half-time. Pleasant relief for the players to leave this mud heap. No score.
Well, a lot's going to depend, A, on how these youngsters can cope with this mud, and B, whether the 2 injured players can stand up to it. We've got Graham for Chelsea, we've got Mobley for Sheffield Wednesday, both limping very badly. The mud is a real crippler in this match, and it's the side with the greatest stamina, I think, that's going to win, if indeed anybody is going to win today. But I shouldn't think that we're going to have more than 1 goal in it. So now to the second half of Chelsea versus Sheffield Wednesday.
It's Sheffield Wednesday who appear to have got clean, dry strip on to start the second half. And now Wednesday, who look the lighter built side, especially up front, are facing a breeze. No score, remember. 45 minutes from Wembley, unless, of course, we all have to turn up at West Bromwich Albion on Thursday night for a replay. And there is no extra time, in case anybody is thinking in terms of that. Not in this match, anyway. Free kick to... No, throw in to Sheffield Wednesday. Now, Pugh. And the corner. Corner to Sheffield Wednesday, and Vic Mobley, the centre halfback. Oh, look at him, hobbling painfully and being chased by Graham, who's hobbling almost as painfully. Young Pugh taking the corner for Sheffield Wednesday. Goes Eustace. Goal kick. You know, Benetti was dangerously out of his goal, wasn't he? And here's Osgood taking over. Osgood taking over as the left back. But it's still mobile football. These things happen. Kirkham. Forward two. Venables. And nice bit of fullback play by Smith. There are some people, no doubt, who've been wishing for more classical football from both these teams, but it's hard under these conditions. I'd say it's almost impossible. And if indeed you're superstitious, by the way, Chelsea have the dressing room, which has been used by the last two semi-final winners here at Villa Park, the home team dressing room. Liverpool had it last year, Preston North End had it the year before. Chelsea have it this year. There's young Hollins. Eustace. Oh, one of the few mistakes he's made. And Graham fouled. But every movement for Graham looks a painful movement. There's George Graham. He was so anxious to do well on the ground when he began his career in England. That was a foul by Bridges, because he could never, in his wildest dreams, Barry Bridges could never have charged Springett shoulder to shoulder. Mobley. Mobley has now moved to centre forward. I think this is a wise move by Sheffield Wednesday. Now, Quinn. There's Mobley. And McCallum. Wednesday have now pulled back. Eustace to be in the back four, and Pugh has come back into a midfield player instead of being upfield. Now here's Osgood for Chelsea. Inmo Stamling. Smith playing a splendid game for Wednesday. I think Wednesday are wise not to have a cripple at centre half. The key man in your defensive setup. Quinn rather slow to make ground then. Pugh offside. There's young Pugh, Graham Pugh. An eventful day for him. Already had his name taken. Almost got the ball in the net then, but it wouldn't have mattered. He was offside. But still, he got into that scoring position, and that's what matters. Oh, Venables. Venables thought a Holland was going to be there to take that one. Now, Pugh takes this corner. Wednesday moving the forces up. Eustace has gone up, and Young has gone up. Eustace up goes Young. Now Eustace can't even run through this mud now. Play on, says the referee. Nobody interfering with play in an offside position. Eustace. Graham bravely taking over, finding Venables, and Graham has now collapsed, and that ankle rather it is gone again. And Graham is on his feet, but looking very unhappy with life. And here's the other unhappy man, Mobley. And Hinton, stumbling away. So to Chelsea. And Osgood. Oh. Quinn screening the ball. I thought he was going to be fouled. Got away with it. Now it's Phantom. Number 10 is forward. No, that wasn't a foul. It was just a fine tackle. Number 10 is Venables. Boyle going into that with more confidence than Eustace, and now it's Bridges. That's Pugh. Ford and Hollins haven't been more than about 5 yards apart all the match. And that's Mobley. I thought he was calling for help from the bench. A bit of strapping to give him a bit more support, but no. Ten minutes of the second half gone. No score. And this is a hard grind, a hard graft, this match. Just one long, painful, tiring slog. Now, Pugh. Oh, a good ball to Quinn. Oh, they'd only moved it onto the right. Smith was making ground unmarked. This is Phantom. It's a good one. Ford has scored. A goal. Ford has scored. I think it was over the line when the Ford head out. And the happy Wednesday supporters. 56 minutes gone, and Chelsea trail. Well, the underdogs have struck first. This is Megson, stout-hearted skipper of Sheffield Wednesday, winning a corner off the stout-hearted skipper of Chelsea, Harris. And no need to tell you where those people come from. They're all Sheffield fans. Up the Owls, which of course is Sheffield Wednesday's nickname. And a corner taken by Pugh for Sheffield Wednesday. Quinn. Nixon to Pugh, who is offside. I said I thought the one goal would settle this game, but I don't think that Wednesday dare go back and sort of pack in defence. Not under these conditions. Eustace played a splendid match. Oh, Holland, a good ball to Boyle. Play on, says the referee. Eustace finding Phantom, the man who made the goal with his centre. Oh, good one again from young Hollands to Boyle. Now it's Bridges. Well, this is the test of greatness for Chelsea now. They've got to pick themselves out of the mud and hit back. A goal down they are, and up goes Tambling. No, that's to Graham. And Osgood. And spring up there. And the Sheffield Wednesday supporters, who had been out-shouted, I would have said, by the Chelsea supporters, are now coming into their own. Of course, as you look round the terraces, you see a sea of blue and white, because both teams normally play in blue and white. Well, Chelsea have long since got rid of the white, but their fans still wear blue and white. And the strange thing is, when you meet them in the street, a Wednesday supporter looks like a Chelsea one. And Phantom playing the match of his life now to McCallion. Quinn calling for it. Here's Quinn, number 11. Phantom, it's a goal! Pugh! No goal! No goal! Offside! Offside! He is offside! What a heartbreak for Pugh! And away go Chelsea now. It's Tambling, and this game is not boiled, it's boiled over. Shows you what a goal will do. And away goes Graham. Graham now to Boyle. This is Boyle. The linesman is flagging. He's taking it over the line. A goal kick. Boyle took it over the line. And once again, Graham has gone down. That's Graham. What an unhappy man he looks. As well he might. There's number 10, Ford. He's as happy as anybody. He scored yet another vital goal. Wasn't it Ford who got both goals in the 6th round of Blackburn? Here he is, sending away McCallion. There's Tommy Docherty. Must be pretty worried now, as he sees his team for the 2nd year in succession struggling, 1-0 down, and the semi-final running out under his feet. Sheffield Wednesday playing it very coolly, rushing nothing. Now Kirkham. Now Quinn for the Wednesday. It's a good pick through to McCallion. And a corner. Good defensive play by Holland. Uncanny how Sheffield Wednesday can look almost as if they're not caring, not worried about anything, then suddenly they create the opening and strike. Must be very disconcerting for the Chelsea defence. Pugh with a corner for Wednesday. Mobley. There's Nick Mobley. What a hero he's been for Sheffield Wednesday. once again with fantastic power in the tackle. That's Venables for Chelsea, and up moves Hollins. And Phantom keeps hanging around on that left wing. Sheffield Wednesday might well do something from the left wing, and he's teed it up now for Quinn. So often you see Phantom on his own on that left wing, and Wednesday have got the ball through to him. Fouled by Osgood. Terry Venables telling Osgood to calm down. And who's gone? Mexon, the Sheffield Wednesday captain, in a spot of trouble. That's Tommy Docherty with Ken Shellito on his left. Ken Shellito, the Chelsea fullback, who's had such a great fight against injury. When the Saints go marching in, but the word's being changed when the Owls go marching in. Mexon, all right. I think it would take an earthquake to knock Don Mexon out at this stage. And it's a free kick to Sheffield Wednesday, moving the movable objects. Anybody who's worried about that centre flags are not obligatory in football. Now then, Venables. Up pounds a Harris. Out to Graham. And the Wednesday defence looking a wee bit square. And Pugh, helped by this huge character, this man with a heart of steel, young. And is that Graham? No, it's not Graham. Graham is their number 8. It's Bridges. And a throw to Chelsea. In moves Graham. Osgood. Goal kick. There's Peter Osgood. Mexon telling everyone to calm down. Well, on the spot physiotherapy, and there's number 7 Bridges going over to have a look and see what's wrong. Ron Springett, who's played at Wembley many times, but never, of course, for Sheffield Wednesday. Well, I should have mentioned his mouth is dry at this moment. And there's Springett with 5 minutes left. And their fans already can see the Twin Towers of Wembley as Mr. Dagnall, the referee, gives Wednesday a free kick. And when we say 5 minutes to go, we do not add on any injury time. And it's a free kick to Wednesday. Eustace going to take it, and look at those happy people. I hope every one of you gets a ticket for Wembley. The linesman was flagging, I thought. No, he's not. And it's a goal kick. Kirkup going to take it. When Chelsea's throw looks now as if Chelsea have been played into the ground. 2 minutes left for play. And Smith to Eustace. Now Megson. Certainly the second half come to life after a first half which I think everyone has forgotten already. Out of play, I think, was it? Throw in. And the cheers, you would have thought it was the end of the match. And they've invaded the pitch from the right. The Wednesday supporters thought it was over. Right. Get back. Let's play the full 90 minutes. Why anybody should want to run on this mud is beyond me. I'm sure the players will be happy to run off it. 60 seconds to go. As far as the Wednesday supporters are concerned, it's all over now. And here's Ford. He's got McCalliog in the middle. He's got Pugh in the middle. There's McCalliog. A goal! That is it! McCalliog has scored against his old club. And that is it. Chelsea are out of the cup. And McCalliog the scorer. They've come all the way from Sheffield to join in this moment of triumph as Sheffield Wednesday march on to Wembley. And they've done it with a man as vital as Vic Mobley, a cripple at centre forward all the second half. We're now in injury time. And nothing Chelsea can do can alter it now. Sheffield Wednesday are through. And the throw-in. I said that Sheffield Wednesday might pull something out from outside left. And they pulled out the second goal. And it's all over. Sheffield Wednesday are at Wembley. They have beaten Chelsea 2-0. And the crowd going Barbie, Ron Springett dancing around as he sees he has now achieved an ambition to get to the cup final. Vic Mobley, there he is, the fair-haired fellow, limping off in triumph. A fantastic performance of bravery by him. A great performance by Sheffield Wednesday, and there's Tommy Docherty and his captain Ron Harris going off disconsolate, beaten by Sheffield Wednesday 2-0.
And so Sheffield Wednesday, the underdogs, beat Chelsea 2-0, and with Everton, the other underdogs, beating Manchester United 1-0. The much forecast final of Chelsea versus Manchester United disappeared as effectively as it did last season. Now, Chelsea were beaten long before the end of this match by a Sheffield Wednesday side which was fighting with only 10 fit men. But perhaps the goal that everyone will remember was the one in almost the last minute when the former Chelsea player, Jim McCalliog, set the seal on the Sheffield Wednesday victory like this.
60 seconds to go. As far as the Wednesday supporters are concerned, it's all over now. And here's Ford. He's got McCalliog in the middle. He's got Pugh in the middle. There's McCalliog. A goal! That is it! McCalliog has scored against his old club.
Now, I would think if I'd scored a goal right at the end of a semi-final against my old club and made certain I'd gone to Wembley, then I think I'd feel very, very happy. But Jim McCalliog didn't feel happy, because after the match, I asked him what it felt like to score the goal that really put his old teammates out of the cup.
It was terrible.
Terrible? Why terrible? You got to Wembley.
Yeah, we got to Wembley, but, you know, I know them for 2 years, and You know, it's a big thing. I seen them get beat last year, how bad they felt, and it'll be the same in the dressing room now.
So there really is sentiment in this big-time professional football, is there?
Yeah, for me there is, you know.
Now, your sorrow must be tinged with a bit of happiness, though, isn't it, that you're going to Wembley yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm happy for, you know, the boss and the players, you know, it's done so well. And also I'm happy for my mother and father, because, you know, well, I left Chelsea and they would beat them in the cup, so makes them a lot more happier, you know.
But it would have been better if you hadn't been the man to sink them finally, would it?
Oh no, I wouldn't say it that way, but, you know, it was terrible doing it.
Well, so there you are. These footballers are sentimental, and they do have soft spots for the teams that they played for in the earlier days of their career. Now, what's happened in the other football, as you know, Everton have got to Wembley. They beat Manchester United by 1-0. A goal scored 12 minutes from the end, and up in Scotland, there was no score in their Scottish Cup final between Rangers and Celtic. And our match of the day ended with Sheffield Wednesday beating Chelsea 2-0. And with that, may I remind you, we have another match of the day for you next week. Till then, good night.